It was good, YouTube. It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I'm gonna bring y'all a fun little scheme from. It's in a lot of playbooks, and I'll get to that in a second. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn post notifications on. So as you can see, I am talking about this tight slots formation. Now, the specific play that I want to talk about that you could build a really fun scheme around is going to be this bench swap. So this bench swap can be found in the balanced playbook: Bears, Bills, Chiefs, Colts, Dolphins, Eagles, Giants, Panthers, Patriots, Seahawks, and West Coast. So this is in a number of playbooks, and the reason I wanted to bring this to you just because it's just a fun little scheme to add into your scheme, basically because it's found in so many meta playbooks as well. It's in the Patriots, Panthers, all those playbooks I named. They'll be in the description as well. So anyway, let's go and hop into the play. It's called, like I said, bench swap. Now for defense, we're gonna be talking about man, of course. We're talking about cover 3 and cover 2 majority, and I'll throw in a match coverage. Let's just say, I don't know, maybe cover 4 quarters. Or let's do, I don't know, let's do cover 6 trap, something new, you know. So let's talk about cover 6 trap. And we're gonna start off with cover 3. Now you want to run this play to whatever side of the field you want to target. You want to put the ball on the opposite hash mark. So what I'm trying to say is we have the ball on the left hash mark, and I want to have all this space over here to the right to be able to throw the ball. So that's why I want to move this receiver over here to this side. Now, as far as setup goes, the first setup I'm going to show you is versus zone coverages. So don't run this if they're running man. I have 2 specific setups I love for man coverage, and I want to save those for the end. I want to talk about how we can destroy zone coverages. So first you want to take X, put them on a streak. Then from here you want to take triangle. You can either put them on a drag or you could put them on an in route. I personally like the in route, but you could put them on a drag as well. It still will work. Now, last setup, you want to take square and put them on a hitch. So what this is going to do, this is just going to force your opponent to have to worry about everything down low, and we're really going to be looking for a circle over the top. So as you can see, we are in cover 3. We will press just because why not? Now, I like to double team this end over here, and hopefully I get enough time, but practice mode is kind of hard to get a lot of time. And even if you don't, sometimes you can buy time. As you can see, we're going to have circle just screaming wide open, and I'm going to run it one more time, then we're going to hop in replay mode because I want to be able to show y'all exactly what's open, what I like to do versus what. So go in motion. All you want to do, motions your outside receiver over, take X, put him on a streak. Take triangle and put them on the in route, or drag, completely up to you. Take square, put them on the hitch. Now, normally you're okay with double teaming this in, and then you're going to just kind of normally drift out the pocket just like this, and then you'll be able to deliver a strike like that as long as you're not getting an under pressure inaccurate throw. So let's do a hop into replay now so you can see exactly what's open in cover 3, talk about cover 2, and then I'm going to be showing some gameplay after that. Now, I will show you man too. I'll show you man just in case they play man with this setup. But first of all, you're gonna realize that they're not putting a hard flat. You can throw that. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend that honestly because they'll probably get a knockdown animation. So if they're zone dropping, so if they're setting him somewhere over here, then this could be a viable option. But if they're not zone dropping, don't throw this. So if you see this action, don't throw that. But your main read wants to be, you could throw this right here. You see how they're not gonna play that? You could easily lowball that. So if the user is running with this linebacker right here, then you could easily lowball that, or you can playmaker him inside, which I love to do a lot. Or as you can see right here, if the user doesn't want to play that, look at that, you can just easily throw that because this linebacker doesn't react until he's, you know, way over here. So you can easily throw this ball right here, turn it up, and get about what, I don't know, maybe 6-7 yards. So the user's 9 times out of 10 is going to run and play that, or they're going to try to play this. So they're going to be wrong either way. And what makes this play work is because this streak is going to push the free safety, which is the middle third, and it's going to push this outside defender, which is he's the outside third, and that creates this nice little gap over here on the sideline. And look how far of a throw that is. That's going to be hard for somebody to zone drop that far because that's about a 35-yard throw maybe. So that's max zone drops with their fingers crossed basically. So they're going to have to pretty much use a guard that, and that's what's going to open up everything else across the middle. So now I do want to talk about cover 2. See, we do got cover 2. We'll go ahead and press 2 as well. So cover 2 is going to be the same exact read. So all we do is take X, put him on a streak, take triangle, put him on in route, take square, put him on a hitch. I like double teaming this end over here because you want to drift out the pocket. You don't want to roll out and throw this ball. Let me see if I can show you what happens if you roll out and throw it. A lot of times you don't get, okay, with Russell Wilson you can be able to, but if you don't have a Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes, do not roll out and throw the ball. Make sure you set your feet. That's super important. Make sure you set your feet when you throw it because it's not always going to be like that when you throw the ball on the run, I should say. So at cover 2, you're going to realize right here is a table open. You can throw it. You can throw it if you want to, but I don't recommend throwing it because there's going to be a lot of better reads you can make. So for example, you can always have this in route. You're literally always going to have this on the in route. That's just the given. And then what's going to happen is it's going to pull down, of course, this hook zone this streak is going to push back these two deep safeties, and that's what creates this easy throwing lane right there. So that's why I said it pretty much has to be user guarded. And then also, if they're zone dropping the hook curls, then these two aren't going to play him. They're going to be somewhere, you know, up in here if they zone drop those. So you can also have the hitch sometimes, but not in cover 2. You can tell they triple teaming the hitch. So if you see 3 people triple team somebody's gonna be screaming wide open no matter what. And that's exactly what we have. We have this open, and we also have, of course, we know that open. So those are my reads I like to make. Now in man coverage, I don't like this play against man coverage, but if they happen to play man coverage, then I'll tell you what I like to read. So we're still gonna do the same thing. Take X, put them on a streak, triangle on the in route, square on the hitch. Now, if it's man coverage, if you have a good matchup with your running back and their linebacker, I like the running back table route just because sometimes you can throw it even though there's a man coverage on there. It doesn't make any sense, but you can do it on Madden for some reason. In your second read, well, I ain't gonna say second read. Your first read wants to be triangle. And then I like my second read being square. But if you're one of those who wants to play around with fire, you can throw the running back. Let me see if I can show you that real quick. So practicing one might do a good job, but you see right there, you can still kind of throw that. And sometimes in game mode, they don't even let the person make a tackle like that. You can play around with that yourself, but that's why I'm not going to show that read on here. Let's call over the top too, because most people probably will call over the top. Take X, put them on a streak, triangle on the in route, square on the hitch. Now, if it's man coverage, I kind of like the drift left in here. See, I have triangle open, but I like the playmaker. Oh, I hit the wrong button. But I like the playmaker square and then throw that little playmaker in route. So as you can see in the gameplay, it's going to just completely toast zone, and your opponent's going to have a really hard time trying to account for everything that you're doing. So one of the things I like to do to mix it up is I like to take I like to take square, motion him over, and I like to put him on a I like to put him on a hitch. I couldn't think, yeah, my bad. I like to put him on a hitch, take circle, put him on a streak. Now this concept right here is going to destroy any zone coverage. It's a spacing concept. So right here, as you can see, we are going against cover 3, and I will go ahead and press just so y'all don't think it just works, you know, if I don't press or something. So right here, this is what the play looks like, and I'll tell you why this gets open as it does. So you see right there, I mean, we're just going to have 2 people potentially, depending on where the opponent's going to use her at. And I will hop into replay mode and show you why that's getting so open against cover 3, and it's going to get open pretty much against any zone. So this table route is going to pull any flat defender to the right, or, you know, obviously going to pull them to the right. And now this hook curl, well, this hook curl is going to get held by this little stop route. And I guess the way the computer's program for hook curls, they're going to try to carry that streak right there because it's coming from the slot. So I guess they're told to carry that, which is going to, of course, open this up. So now, if you think about it, if he's using this, he's going to have to fly down over here, giving this up, which most users aren't going to do that. Most users are going to do just like this hook zone did. They're going to kind of carry that and then rally to make this tackle right here. So that's easily about 5 yards, 5-6 yards, if they even play it that hard. So that's why I kind of like this play. And against cover 3, sometimes you can have that, but they're probably going to attack you as soon as you catch it. But that's just a little late read that you can make most of the time. So now I do want to show you against cover 2. And like I said, this is a zone concept, so I'm not even going to show man coverage. So after cover 2, I will show you some gameplay. So all we're going to do is take square, motion them over. I'll show you cover 4 quarters, actually. You know, we'll do it that way. So now you want to take square, put them on a hitch, take circle, put them on a streak, and then we're good just like this. So as you can see, we're going to have X open right there. And then all we're doing is making the user have to choose. So because you have to think about it. A user is going to be somewhere out there on the field. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be on the lineman user and trying to rush, unless they're trying to use a rush with a linebacker, and then they're really screwed if they're trying to use a rush because we're able to get the ball out super fast. So like I said, if this is a user, then look, he has to either guard this or this. Now, if this is the user, this play can potentially get bagged, because then of course he'll just guard him. But you can always hit this table route as a last little check down, as you can see, because they're probably not going to be playing hard flats unless you're just over spamming this play, which they should not be doing, because if they're playing hard flats, then just go ahead and motion them over and then run the other concepts. And one more thing I do want to mention, don't forget that you can run this play to the other side. So what I'm talking about is I could take square, motion them over. I could take triangle, put them on a streak. Take X, put them on an in route, take circle, put them on a hitch, and I can run it just like this. So don't think that you can't run it to the other side, because you really can. So that's why I said the opponents, you know, they're going to be all confused and everything. I'll show you what this looks like real quick. See if we can buy some time, step up. You see square's going to get wide open, but I just get hollered at. So that's what I mean. I really love this play because you can flip sides, you can do different things just of that nature. But let's go and get back to what we're talking about. So let's talk about cover 6, just because that's one of the zone matches I want to talk about this video. So just take square. Yeah, take square, put them on hits, take circle, put them on a streak, just like this. And now all we're doing, just seeing what's open. You see, square got open for a second. All I had to do was throw. I know that was a late read, but I was trying to see exactly where it was going to sit at. And I'll show you a replay on that. Most people do not run cover 6 like that, and if they do, I really love the first concept. But in cover 6, that's going to be taken away. And honestly, the cover 6 does a good job. So you have to throw this right now, and you have to low ball that possession it before that linebacker is able to slide over there. That's my recommendation. Or sometimes you can try this and pass lead the inside possession, because that's a lot of room right here. But like I said, people don't really run cover 6. Or if you wanted to, maybe you can test that out right there. You know, boom, you can throw that on the sideline. Possession toe tap right there. So that'll be your safest read right here against cover 6 if they happen to run a cover 6 style of defense. Now, the last setup that I do want to show you is against man coverage, and this is probably one of my favorite setups right here. So all you want to do is just take your outside receiver circle, motion them over, take X, put him on a streak, take triangle, put him on a slant, and that's literally all. But I am going to show you this cover 3, cover 2 as well, just because it will kill zone coverage as well, but I love it as a switch up against man coverage mainly. So this is just the play right here. So that slant is just going to get wide open. You can always low ball that right there, but also I'll show you another read that you can make, but you can always low ball that slant, and the user is not, 9 times out of 10, the user is not going to want to guard it because of how fast that slant happens, because it's pretty much, you see how Tyler Lockett's off the ball. Let me see if that stays true. Yeah, so you see how he's off the ball, so he's not going to be able to get pressed. So that's what makes that slant be able to come off the ball so fast. And a lot of times it's going to be ran so fast that the user's not going to want to guard it, because they're going to think that somebody else is going to pick it up, which nobody will. So like I said, boom, you can easily hit that in that little gap. But if you wait, then you'll be able to have that throw right there. And that's why I said you want to make sure that you are on the short side of the field going to the wide side, so that way you can have enough room to actually toe tap and possession catch that ball. So real quick, I do want to show you against cover 2, just so you can see what it looks like. I might not go over cover 6 trap. It's going to be literally the same exact reads. I wouldn't lie to y'all, it's going to be the same exact reads. You always want to read the slant first. Slant's not open, then you want to look to actually circle. So we are in cover 2, like I said. You just want to kind of drift out the pocket. Oh, I'm getting hollered at. And then just wait, and then you better have that right there in that little gap for an easy little possession catch. So I will hop into replay really fast, kind of show you that. Then I'll show you some man coverage, and then of course I'll be ending it off with some gameplay. Now, right here, like I said, the slant is just going to get open in this spot pretty much every single time, and it's going to happen so fast that the user's not going to want to guard it the whole time. And even if he does, then sometimes, like I said, you can have you can have this right here is what you're really banking on. So you're banking on the fact of the user trying to run with that slant, because 9 times out of 10 they won't be able to climb back up here. They'll be trying to look for something over here in the middle, some type of work to guard, and a lot of times you're going to have that just screaming wide open. But like I said, this is my favorite setup against man, so that's what I want to go ahead and show you. So if somebody's trying to spam man coverage on me when I want to feel like playing around with the scheme, then I would just run it just like this. So as you can see right here, I am a man and I am pressed. And I mean, they're just not gonna be able to press them. So I mean, look at, I mean, that slant is just literally gonna sit wide open. Now I know you're probably thinking, real, like, come on now, you're in big nickel 4-down lineman, so what if they come out in like a 3-down lineman set? He'd probably be able to get pressed in. So I wanted to show you that real quick. So let's go to cover, let's just go to a 3-down lineman set, like 2-3-6. And now let's go back to tight slots, and now let's go back to bench swap, and now we're gonna look at it, right? So let's say they wanted to come out in man coverage with a 3-down lineman set. You see how this time that he follows? Now I am pressing, as you can tell, and I'm not even gonna shade, so I'm not shading, so you're gonna notice everybody get press animation. So I might even call inside. Why not? Let's just call inside. You see they don't even move in the slot. Now take triangle, of course, put them on a slant, and then honestly you can just run it just like this. So you're gonna see, I mean, they just don't guard them. You know, they have such a hard time. Now, I don't like circling man coverage, but you need your best receiver if you're going to run that man coverage. You can tell he pretty much gets bagged. Now, this last setup that I do want to talk about is strictly man coverage. This is strictly man coverage, so I'm only going to be showing you man, then I'll be showing some gameplay, and then we'll be ending the video right after that. So, right here, just want to press. Now, with this setup, I like to take my circle receiver and still motion him over. But from here, I like to take triangle, put him on in route, and I like to smart route his in route, then take X, put him on a drag. And then, honestly, you can either A, run it just like this, or you can take circle, put him on a streak. Personally, if I know it's man coverage, I might run it like this. Just because circle on a streak is going to get real cluttered over here. So if they're running man, I prefer you run it just like this. And I'll go into replay and kind of show you why I like it as my receiver just completely falls down. So I'll run it one more time, and then we'll go and replay and then talk about some gameplay. But if we're being all serious, in the gameplay that you're about to see, this is how I ran it. I had circle on the drag, triangle on the in route. I smart routed it to 10 yards. I took circle, put him on a streak, and this is how I ran it. It looks real clean. So if they did run zone, we have a nice concept on the left side, and we also have a backside in route to the right. But that backside in route against man coverage is going to be your money play. So I'm even going to press, like I said, go and snap the ball. And triangle is what you're reading. So a lot of times users are going to go follow X, and then you're going to be able to low ball that just like that every single time. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little mini scheme. I really like it. It's inside my playbook, so I'll be running it as well. So y'all might even see me running it in game. So anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.